Welcome back to our second tutorial for King David. Today we'll be working on number 17, numero 17, Ylistyslaulu, Song of Praise. Firstly, we notice that the movement is marked vigoureux et rythmé, voimakasti ja rytminen. The metronome marking is quarter note equals 120. We'll be going a little slower, quarter note equals 112. Once again, I'll start by playing it for you on the keyboard. It starts a little dangerously because no one plays on the one. The conductor gives 4-1 followed by the bassoon, double bass and trombone, followed by the trumpet playing up high. And that's where we find our note from that high F, and we have to hear the lower one. So something like this. 4-1. Now we continue by studying each couplet, each pair of lines, one at a time. Here's our note. Sydämestäin nousee laulu, tää lauluni on kuninkaan. Notice how I made a small cut with my left hand. To end the word kuninkaan together, we want to place the N on the 1, 2, 3 and. Kan. What other dangers are there in these two lines? Sydämestäin nousee. The first word ends with an N, while the next word starts with an N, and we need to hear them both. Singing slowly. Sydämestäin no. Sydämestäin no. While the second line has lots of N's in it, and these could easily interrupt the line if we're not careful. Think of the vowels as a clothesline and these N's as the pegs on the clothesline. Once again, slowly. Tää lauluni on kuninkaan. Tää lauluni on kuninkaan. Second couplet. Mä laulan kielen profeetoiden, kuin ruotokynä käsissä kirjorin. One note about the word kirjorin. It's written a half note, but for this particular place, we'll just sing a quarter note. Kirjorin. Let's talk about the challenges here. I found that the fact that the phrase starts with an M to be tricky, followed by the fact that it rises to an L. So we have ma, ma, la, ma, la, la, and the second L is on a different note. Ma, la, la. Next comes the diphthong in the word kielin. We want to move away from the I vocale as quickly as possible. Mä laulan kielin. Mä laulan kielin. The next line can be tricky for placing all of the vowels in the same place in our mouth because we have so many changes. Kuin ruotokynä käsissä kirjurin. I suggest taking away all of the consonants and trying to just sing the vowels. My last attempt was not bad, but if you look carefully, you can see that my mouth will sometimes widen, especially on the E vocale. Ideally, we want to keep it still. So you can, for example, place your fingers on your chin. So when we do that, you can hear that the color of my voice doesn't change so much. It's more even and it's more homogeneous, which is good. Now we can try with the consonants. Let's begin the next verse, starting with oisa. Oisa kaunein ihmisen poika, sa jonka laulu jonka suu. This was a relatively easy phrase. Sometimes I found it tricky to start with the oh vowel, and especially when it goes immediately to the I. Oi, 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 oisa kaunein. Then comes the H in the word ihmisen. H's have no sound, so there's the danger of making a kind of break. Oisa kaunein ich. So my recommendation is sing through the phrase, aiming for the word poika and minimizing that H so that it doesn't cut. Oisa kaunein ihmisen poika. The second line of the couplet is very simple, the only danger being the N and the K in the word jonka. Sa jonka laulu jonka suu. Next couplet. Na 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 na. Min kuulut ovat sulla stansa, sua luoja siunaa päivinön ja valtas vahvistaa. I found this one quite difficult, mostly because it starts with the word niin. Just as we open our sound on the vowels, it closes again on the second N. Na 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 na. Get away from the first N as quickly as you can. Niin ku. And then try to find that K on the higher note. Next comes the T's, the teitä in the words kuulut and ovat. Niin kuulut ovat, niin kuulut ovat. And the next line is just full of words and a real workout for our vowels, for our vocalit. Sua luoja siunaa päivin öön ja valtas vahvistaa. This is another one that I recommend just practicing with the vowels. And now in tempo. Sua luoja siunaa päivinön ja valtas vahvistaa. Notice how the last note in vahvistaa was now longer. That's where we make the full half note. And now the last verse, we're going to be mindful of the two pää for Petteri in perintösi and pojilles. Perintösi pojilles kuuluu, ja nimejäsi lauletaan. And now the last couplet. It's quite late now, so I'm not going to scream high G in full voice at the end. For now, I'll sing it in falsetto. Hei kuninkaita maan ovat kaikki, ja kaikki kansat sua mestariksi kutsuvat. If you're paying attention, you'll notice that I left out the low G at the very end. I did that on purpose because it's very difficult to sing down an octave without some kind of ugly slide. And we want the ending to be uplifting, so that's the reason for that decision. So now I'll leave you to put all of those parts together on your own. It's too long for me to play it from the beginning all the way to the end, but I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and let's see in the next one.